Hey, this is Zen Lee. Welcome back, Zen Gamers. We're back. We're here in the future. We are in virtual reality now. We are able to go into virtual reality, which is it's still in early technology. It's not where I would love it to be right now. Where I'd love it to be right now is I'm able to hop in and play like League of Legends, a game like or very similar to League of Legends, except it's in the first person perspective in VR. I was thinking a Marvel game. Let's say I'm Iron Man and I'm going the lane. Iron Man's like ADC because he's got the blasters in his hand. Cyclops is like an ADC because he's got the blasters. And you're in VR, and if you're Cyclops, you gotta like beam you press your visor or whatnot. There's a button, shooting your lasers. You got your Wolverine, your claws are like the oh man. There's so much you could do in VR, and we're not there yet. So it's hard to get super excited about VR. There are some games. Valkyrie is an interesting space shooter game. You're kind of like an X-wing pilot. It's fun for a while. It gives you a little taste of what competitive esports is going to be in the future, and you're also training for the future, training to be a Jedi one day. You need to work on those pilot skills, and this is the way to do it. VR is the ultimate training simulation, and it's something I've been talking about for a long time, and now it's here for me. I'm finally able to partake, and I got also all this cannabis to keep me company whilst I enter this other dimension, this virtual dimension, and try to be competitive in this virtual dimension using the Zen techniques that I've talked about in my book. So it's really hard in VR to keep a steady heart rate when swarms of enemies are coming at you. And that's why it's very important to use these Zen techniques to enter a flow state where you're still focused on your breathing and you're taking care not to build up too much stress in your body, because VR is pretty realistic. Man, it's gonna be better when I have 4K goggles. I can't wait for 4K goggles. And wireless technology in the back. Some people say they actually like the cord connected to their head because it helps them stay grounded in reality. And I think it's a good practice, but I definitely would like to see the wireless so I'm able to move more freely. I do like how the Oculus has you can set up like a stage in virtual reality, so you can see the borders of this stage in virtual reality. That way you don't like run into shit, which can be a problem. I've had people like it can get crazy, like virtual reality is awesome. It's ultra realistic. It's a great training tool. And I'm going to be streaming. You can check out my stream. It's going to be on this YouTube channel, Zenly Gaming. I'm not really good with the special effects or anything like that. It's just going to be more about the competitive landscape and how esports is evolving, and Bitcoin, which is doing phenomenal right now. If you saw my other channel, Bitcoin Globe, you got some early insight into Bitcoin and hopefully invested in Bitcoin. And hopefully Bitcoin continues to rise, and it seems to be doing as such. That's it for this video. Stay tuned for some VR content. We are moving into that age that I've been talking about, the virtual age, where esports is going to transform radically. It's not going to happen today. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen the next year, but it is on the horizon, and you can start training for it now. You can pick up my book on Amazon as always. Start studying those techniques. Ask me questions. Let's develop new techniques. Let's get ready for this next this next age of gaming, this next virtual reality competitive esports. Hell yes.